Okay, so now I'm going to share with you our choices for our third grade homeschool this year. Over here, I did already post my first graders curriculum choices. So some of this that you'll see now is the same thing because my first and third graders will be using a lot of the same curriculum. So over here we have World's Greatest Artists, Volume 1. My first, third, and potentially my sixth grader will be doing this year. And like I said, I did show you some of this with my first grader, but for those of you who haven't seen this, we use these books, Getting to Know the World's Greatest Artists. And then the lesson plans are already laid out for us. It tells you the materials. And obviously being an art curriculum, there's a lot of projects involved. They go through this and complete a big lap book throughout the year with all the different artists. So this should be a lot of fun. It's from Confessions of a Homeschooler, and I will link that below along with anything else. For history this year, we're using Beautiful Feet, Early American History. This is the one for the primary grades. I believe it's K through 3rd or K through 4th is really what it's meant for. I did use this for my now 8th grader when he was in, gosh, I don't even know. It might have been 1st grade. It might have been 2nd. It was early, and we loved it. It's a Charlotte Mason approach. So they use living books, and you'll see in here, it just lists the book lists that we need throughout the year, and then the lesson plan is laid out for us. This is really, really simple, and we had a lot of fun doing this. There's copy work involved. All that the student needs really is a composition book. So all their work goes in here, their copy work, they date it, their map work goes in here. There's coloring pages for each of the lessons, obviously that goes along with the book. So they cut and paste after they color right into their composition book. So this is super simple and really, really enjoyable. I like this curriculum a lot. Okay, we use Handwriting Without Tears for our handwriting, and my third grader will be doing cursive this year. Self-explanatory. We've used this for a couple of years for most of my children, and we haven't had any tears, so we're going to continue. Next, we use Horizons Math. She's doing 3rd grade. She has used this throughout 1st and 2nd grade, and she really enjoyed it. She likes the bright colors. She seems to like the spiral approach better than the mastery approach, so this works really well for her. Again, I did explain this in my 1st grade video. Each of my kids have 2 folders. One is for their morning time folder. We used to do binders, but I'm trying to simplify everything, and folders are just simple. So morning time we do together, and this is where their hymns go in, and any memory work, basically anything we need for our morning time, they have in one folder. And then in the next one, these are both empty right now. I haven't filled them, obviously, but this is for her daily work. Each day, each morning, I will go in, and on the left, I will put any daily work that she needs to complete. It might be the history coloring page that you saw. I might pull out a math page, stuff like that. So I put it in the left along with her checklist for the day. And then as she completes her work throughout the day, she puts it over here and hands it in to me to correct. And that's that. Again, super simple. Next, we have spelling. We use Spelling Workout. I've used this for a number of years, and I've been happy with it. This is actually Spelling B, so this is technically the 2nd grade spelling. She hasn't quite finished this yet. I don't even know how many lessons she has. Less than 10 lessons, maybe 7 or 8 lessons left in this book. So I just want her to finish it. While she is an excellent, excellent reader, she's years ahead in reading. Her spelling is a little bit, I can't even say lagging. It's actually on par with her age, but I don't want her to skip any of this. So she's going to be continuing this, and then depending on where she's at with language arts, I may get the Spelling Workout C. We'll see how she does. For science, again with my first grader and with my third grader, we will be doing Real Science for Kids chemistry. I've had this for a number of years and we haven't gone through it yet. And they've been begging me. They know the first experiment has to do with marshmallows, so they are super excited for this. So this is pre-level 1. You see, this is the textbook. So it's nice and bright and colorful. And then they have the lab workbook. Each of the kids has their own workbook, obviously. And then there's a teacher's manual to go with it. So we're excited for this. There's only, I think you just saw that, there's only 10 lessons, in this entire curriculum. We likely will not go through this in 10 weeks. I will probably spread it out over 20 weeks or so. I don't really have a set plan for it yet. But since we haven't done chemistry, this is just going to be fun and experimental, and I'm not going to stress about exactly when we finish. If we only finish this chemistry for the year, I will be happy with that. If we move on to something else, I will also be happy with that. Then for her language arts, we are doing something new this year. We're using Institute for Excellence in Writing. This is her student writing intensive book. I don't know if you're familiar with Institute for Excellence in Writing. I will be doing a thorough review of them shortly. But it is intensive. It's teacher intensive, it's student intensive, but it's excellent, obviously. So this is her binder. My older kids, my 6th grader and my 8th grader, are going to be doing level B. She is doing everything with them for the level B, but then in here, this is the level A work text in here because she's obviously a few years younger. So I'm going to see how this goes. I'm going to see if she can keep up with the 6th and the 8th grader and then use the level A work text. I honestly don't know. Like I said, she's a very strong reader, but we haven't done too much writing and phonics and spelling with her, so I'm going to see how she does. My first grader, like I said in the last video, she is also using IEW, but she's using the primary book. She's got spelling, reading, writing. So looking through my first grader's books, I may, sorry, excuse my belly, I may put my 3rd grader in with my 1st grader's writing, depending on how she does with this. So I'm going to start with this, see how it goes, and then I may just kind of move her into the writing that my 1st grader is doing and just kind of give her some extra work when she needs it. So we'll see how it goes, but that's the beauty of homeschooling. We can do that. We can mix and match and switch and go according to each student. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And so that's about it. Oh, actually, the only thing I forgot to grab, we will be for geography, even though we technically don't need it because this has a lot of geography and map work in it. We will be doing Road Trip USA, again, by Confessions of a Homeschooler. I will link that below so you can see we've done her Expedition Earth in the past and had a really good time with it. So this year, because we are doing American history, I thought it would be good to do the Road Trip USA so we can kind of combine it, I guess. So that's it. That's the only thing I didn't grab. Sorry about that. But I will link it below along with everything else you see here. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will be happy to answer them for you. Also, if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe and please give the video a thumbs up. I will see you next time.